We're talking, is breaking the seal really a thing, or is it just all in our heads? Also coming up, gentlemen, the power and magic of creatine. I got a guy in the future. It's actually already August in his world.
All I got to do is say something like studio, cigar lounge, walk away. And she basically, she understands, I want a studio and I want it to have a kind of cigar lounge vibe.
I was having my morning coffee this morning, and we all know that we like to just sit around a table and banter for a few moments about what's happening. There's actually some reality behind this whole situation. Marty, how was your day yesterday, pal? I saw you did a Costco run for water.
Check this out. When in my strength career, we used to do a lot of that stuff. And I actually had 305 pounds went onto a 54 box.
I think they were on the other side of the planet. I think they were in the future as well. Mornings in the Lab, the only global show that gets everybody going up in the morning, even though it's halfway around the world and it's an evening and nighttime and everywhere else in the world.
I think creatine is like a cheat code. I can't believe it's legal because my energy's up, building muscle, my body's changing, I feel stronger.
Creatine helps your brain most when it's metabolically stressed, whether deprivation, travel, or aging. The additional creatine can help your brain function as it wants rather than how it's forced to perform. Multiple studies so far have confirmed or gave us huge ideas that creatine is neuroprotective. It protects the integrity of your central nervous system, making your nervous system healthier for longer, which means you're probably more intelligent for longer in your life. Don't count on the OTC powder to keep your brain working.
You're not drinking water, you're not eating right. This stuff's not going to make much of a change for you. It's part of the arsenal.
If you want a lesson in marketing and branding, just go spend time in fitness stores, man, and look at the branding and the packaging and how it changes and the graphics, the over-sexualization, how it's making you feel uncomfortable walking into the gym where we're just going to lift weights instead of get picked up. Our purpose is to help you get your ass out of bed and get yourself going in the morning.
It's a science to it, John.
You can give me the button and at least I have the button. Maybe we don't attach something to it yet. I just need my button.
Subscribe to Mornings in the Lab channel. Like the channel. Share it with your friends. Tell the world that you're tuning into the greatest motivational, get your ass out of bed experience in the morning. Less brunches, more crud. If you're dropping in the show right now and you're wondering who's the handsome guy on the bottom of the screen, well, it's actually me. Hey boys, anybody tuning in right now? Gentlemen, you're listening to the show right now. I want your ears to perk up. What does it mean when you go, why can't we stop peeing after we go peeing once? And is there actually a thing called breaking the seal? For men, the bladder can hold approximately 23 fluid ounces of urine. 23. Yet, it only takes about 7 before the brain says, oh, Johnny, time to get up and run to the bathroom.
I can't go. It's been in there too long, almost like you're saying it. It did something like the brakes that are holding that thing from leaking in my pants. I can't take it off.
I'm going to make a confession here on the air. So there's times when I have to go for a pee if I'm out and about, especially in the car, or if I'm running, I just stop. I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going to try to hold it. Pull your car over to a discreet spot in the parking lot, open up your trunk, open up your car door, and just discreetly stand there as if you're looking around, and just stand there, and all of a sudden some water kind of accumulates on the ground. Then you get up, you get back into the car, and you drive away.
Peed a lot of stuff. It's always a challenge because the thing is you got to size up your container. You got to say, is this thing big enough? Gets a whole lot out. Otherwise, I better start hitting the brakes about halfway through it. Taking a swig off the wrong bottle. Holy Toledo.
Oh yeah, we are screwed. We are on the roller coaster of life. Keith and John are at that point in our every day by day. I'm getting stronger and better. That's the power of this podcast. Business Athlete Nation, are you committing to a new goal? Don't do it. Don't do it unless you're ready to go all the way. Because I'm going to tell you right now, as you're getting your day started on the #1 morning show on the planet, half-hearted efforts, best effort's not going to get you anywhere. Your time's precious. So spend it on the things, Business Athlete Nation. Spend it on the things that you're willing to give your total commitment to. No, it's not over, man. We're just getting started. We are just getting started here. And we are going to pivot at this point.
All right, Marty, so check this out. You're a D1 athlete. You're successful. And if you look at the percentage, very few people ever make it to that level of athletics.
I just felt my life is made up of a lot of losses, a lot of L's. So I felt like there's always something bigger at the end. Nobody gives a F. Nobody cares.
Taking a tough situation that happened to you, making that lemon into lemonade and carrying it forward to help other people.
I played on ESPN. I played in some legendary games, played on a legendary high school team. I played on #1 high school team in the country that year. I graduated. We played in a triple overtime game. All the seniors fouled out and my number was called and I ended up coming in and hitting the game winner.
You had to let go of that old identity and adapt to a new one. And this is a massive topic for anybody going through a major change.
Felt more crushed in that situation situation at the front desk than I did when the guy punched me in the face and nobody cared. I switched my shifts at the gym to night shift. I worked from midnight to 6 a.m. and all I did was work out. I lifted every night and studied my personal trainer certification every night. So I did a business off the basketball network. Next thing, a lot of them guys that was looking at me crazy and a lot of them girls that was looking at me crazy, now they asking to train with me.
But as soon as I made the choice, I'm gonna get my pro card. Now I had something to pour all of, just like Marty's saying, you took that feeling and said, okay, it's going here and it's going hard and I don't care how difficult it is.
If you can vision it, you can make it happen. Whoever your favorite successful person is, they have a story just like you, and it's probably rougher than yours. Usually when you're going through the fire, it's gonna be sunshine, it's gonna be something on the end of it that's better than the situation you're in now. There's a light at the end of the tunnel.
To be a successful business person, you got to start your day in the gym. And to be a successful athlete, athletics is not going to be forever. Business is probably going to be a part of it.
I'm fine with that. You can go watch someone else. You can go watch somewhere where they sugarcoat it and put sprinkles and frosting on it. That's not what you're going to get over here. Booty fish is when you have girls on Instagram who they edit their pictures to make their hips out, make their waist going, and make their butt look bigger. But then when you see them in person and their butt or their waist doesn't look like how it did on Instagram, so I paid like $20, got it on the shirt, wore it to the gym. Everyone was like, yo, what is that? I was like, I don't know, I just made it up. They're like, can I get a shirt? I said, sure. So here we are today, still selling shirts. Most people, they doing BS all week and barely hit the gym, struggle to hit the gym, but they don't struggle to hit the fun stuff.
The chemistry you have with your coach can make a big difference in an athlete's performance. There's no question about that.
We get caught up in thinking somebody else is taking care of us until somebody doesn't, and then we're surprised.
You're totally committed. When you do something and you're going through halfway, you don't feel good about yourself and you don't create more opportunities. That maybe the role you're in right now is not the one you want, but you'll get to a better role if you commit all the way.
So I did that to the best of my ability because I was the scapegoat for every loss somehow. Playing your role is always going to pay off. I'm a big Batman fan, like obsession. Like I got tattoos and all that. Like I'm big on Bruce Wayne, and we can argue about superheroes and who's the best superhero.
Arguing that Superman is not the biggest and the baddest of the group. Superman just goes boom and he's gone.
But Batman can still fly. You might be missing out on gains because you're not connecting mentally with your muscles. The mind-muscle connection is the practice of consciously engaging specific muscles during exercise. It's crucial because it maximizes muscle activation.
You eat your Wheaties, you drink your water, you had your creatine, you get your protein, you look like Keith, you look like John, and you go for a pee all the time.
I don't want to be wasting time because you can't get time back.
My hope and my goal is that we're going to have a generation of business athletes growing up with us. We got the biggest and best, the only morning show here in North America that starts at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Tune in for positive information, accountable information, conversations around business, athletics, getting to know the host.
You're either in a storm or a storm is on the way. And when that storm hits, it's easy to lose yourself. But if you have a why, you can get through those storms. Things are going to get better.
Know your why, gentlemen, because those next 10, 15, 20 years are going to be so much more enjoyable. If the why is to go and fill your bank account with cash so that you can go and change the world, be honest about it.
Just start looking for things that you want to do, things that are constantly pulling you in. Learn to monetize that. Bam, you change your life.
You took that negative energy being thrown at you and you basically stuck your finger up in the air and you said, to hell with all of you. I'm going to go and here's my why and I'm going after it.
Be positive, keep going, be yourself apologetically.
Yes.
Be authentic and don't worry about who doesn't love you. Focus on the people that love you. And most of all, love yourself. Have the confidence in yourself.
Enjoying life, enjoying changing people's lives. It's a beautiful day.
I love endurance because for me, it's mind, right? Because if I got to sit and do something I hate for 60, 75, 90 minutes, it's like business. The things you got to do in business, you hate. And the way that I train myself to enjoy the things in business is doing things that I hate